saying in the morning how it ended?
I know an ambulance came over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like just make sure. But yeah, an ambulance came and picked them up. That was a good class of mine. I liked it.
We'll cover a little bit of that
Name of the
today.
class, No Justice, No Peace? They just came across on my phone.
Okay, it's not come across on mine.
Like I got a notification.
It's not coming up.
I just got notification too.
Was
Is it
that
on
me?
Facebook?
It's on YouTube.
Is that me? Is that me talking? I'm just gonna hush.
I see you.
Okay, well, if y'all got it, cool. I guess that's how that's important. Could y'all please make sure you send share the link with everybody. Send it your Hangouts. Send it through your Messenger. Send it through your Facebook. We want to go ahead and really start what's the word? Advertising and really start getting ourselves out there. All right, so if you and can everybody please turn the volume down or off? All right, turn the volume down and off, and let's go again. Let's share this with everybody. Who you share with?
You get it?
I'm sending a long time.
I'll still wait to get it. I'll really share it as soon as I get it. You get the link right now,
Yeah, notifications turned on from mine also, but it's not coming through. And then even on my iPad here, it's not. Am I not getting anything on the channel? Cause it would say that the name of the class, right?
Yeah.
No justice, no peace.
Yeah, that's it. Well, anybody who does have it, can you send it to me, please?
Oh,
Did you get it?
I'll send
Yeah,
it to a
it's not
Char.
good.
Char, you send it to us.
Yeah, especially if you're doing it on
You get it with Char?
Facebook.
There you go.
If you go forward to Michelle, I don't have it.
You got it.
I got it. But tag as many friends and everybody as you can.
Got you out.
Hey, again, shalom, good evening. Now we get this going on. Tonight's class will be. My name is Priest Mashaba. I'm one of the teachers here at ISBHPK. I'm in San Antonio. I've been traveling so much with people I'm at. One of the teachers here at ISBHPK San Antonio. And tonight's class we'll be going over is called No Justice, No Peace. And what we normally do is we're going to take a little bit of time, this first maybe 5 minutes, if you will, as we get our technical difficulties worked out, to give everybody a chance to upload the show and to forward it to as many people as possible. We want to get as many people locked into the shows as possible. We want to use this platform to really try and help wake our people up. So we're going to take this time to yeah. we're gonna take this time. You can also hit us up on, again, we're on the YouTube channel. It's ISBHPK, ISBHPK, down San Antonio. Come up and you'll see there's no just no fee. So if you have a question, you'd like to be able to, you get us on the live chat and be able to, yes. Let me see. Right, so if you have any questions? It's still not coming in. There it goes. If you have any questions, hit us up on the live chat. Before we actually get to tonight's class, does anybody here that's actually joining us here at, the address here is 45, what's the address here?
4319.
It's 4319 Center Gate Drive, San Antonio, Texas, 78217. Again, you can join us here live also if you're in the San Antonio area. You're more than free to welcome. Anybody's free can come. The class is for everybody. All right, so and we have no problem if anybody wants to come and get taught. All right, but we still know and understand salvation is for the Hebrew Israelites. But anybody who wants to learn the Bible, you're more than free to welcome. And again, we're located at 4319 Center Gate Drive, San Antonio, Texas, 78217. All right. If you'd like to drop off any donations, you'd like to dedicate any Bibles, books, school supplies, vehicles, cars, trucks, please locate us at 4319 Center Gate Drive, San Antonio, Texas, 78217. Okay. You can send, if you'd like to send tithes or priest funds in, at this time, put in the name of Eastern Oils. We haven't got the account yet set up for the Sport of Truth. You can send it to Eastern Oils and what's the Eastern Oils address? On Broadway. Yeah, the PO Box. Mail it to us here at the school. All right. We can make this easy. All right, so are there any questions? Anybody have any questions about anything? All right, anybody online yet have any questions? And this is not how even if the brothers in Houston had the same type of setup, and that's what we're kind of copying off of right now. In that, if there's any questions, I guess we got that it gives a person time to chime in and ask their questions. And then also, the good thing about that is it also helps us as teachers know what's on the minds of the people, so that we might be able to answer the questions and get some class participation going in that way. All right, cool. Let's go get started with this topic then. And everybody let me know when it's 9 o'clock. It's only going to be about an hour and a half class tonight. We'll move on from there. Tonight's class, with so much going on in the world today, so much going on in the Black Lives Matter movement that's really going on right now with the acknowledgement of how many Black and Hispanic lives are being murdered, being put to death, with the advent of everybody not having a cell phone, having a camera, and now it's able to be shot across the world instantly, live, where we're able to see these incidents and be able to see these things going happening. And all this was prophesied by the Father. All this was prophesied by the Most High. And that's what we want to get into tonight, that a lot of our people are so upset and are in such about the events taking place. And what I want to tap into tonight is the reason why our people get so upset. No doubt it's because in our condolences to all the people that have lost their lives here in America under whether it's police brutality or whatever. we do give our condolences. And the anger that we felt when I know when I first seen Alton Sterling get shot in cold blood by those two Baton Rouge police officers, it enraged me. I was upset that here it is, this black man. You have two cops. One cop tackles him, tases him. They both wind up on top of him.
Put a gun to his chest.
Put a gun to his chest and say he has a gun, and blow him away. There was no way. You got a grown-ass man on top of you.
Two grown-ass men.
Two grown-ass men on top of you. There's no way you're going to reach and grab a gun. It's not going to happen. And to where the recourse is that he's got to get shot 5 times, 6 times. He's on the ground.
And then they took him, fire 3 shots. Then he hear, get on the ground, another 3. He's already on the ground.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. The next day when I'm looking at the videos on YouTube and I'm seeing how when his baby's mom did the interview and his son, his 15-year-old son just broke down. That almost had me in tears. To hear the pain in that young man's voice about his father. About he cried out for his dad. He cried out for his father. That it hit me in my stomach. That it was really upsetting. And to see the shooting of Philando Castile, that his 6-year-old stepdaughter was in the back of the truck, the back of the car. You shot 5 times. You put him down, and he was licensed to carry a weapon. He was licensed to carry, and let me say this. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, since we've traveled out there several times, they have an open carry policy. You're allowed to carry a weapon. Just you can in Louisiana, since you have New Orleans and Mardi Gras and all this type of wicked celebrations going on, you can walk around with an open carry bottle. You can literally walk the streets with a bottle, drinking from it, and not get harassed. Well, according to the so-called law, you can have a weapon on you. That's not against the law. For them to roll up and say that there's a man who's got a weapon on him, that's nothing big. That's nothing new. Being in Louisiana, that's common. It gets to the point where now this man's got a weapon, which is not illegal. You have to tackle him. You have to tase him, and then you have to shoot him. Philando Castile, this brother was a license to carry a weapon. He's reaching for his wallet, and that requires 5 bullets in his chest. And when his stepdaughter, when the mother cried out, her name was Diamond. When she cried out, Lord Jesus, don't tell me that he died right here, right now. And she screamed, and that scream was from the bottom of her soul. And then her daughter saying, don't worry, mommy, I'm right here with you. Diamond was in handcuffs in the car, couldn't move, and her 6-year-old daughter is trying to console her. The rage that I felt, the pain that I felt was real. So I want to make sure that it's understood that there is no way that you can be a human being and have a soul and not have felt the pain, not have felt the hurt that was shown. And then you couple that going all the way back to even Eric Gardner. Come on, you choked this man out, and he's selling cigarettes. He deserved. That was reminiscent of from back in the day. Do the right thing when they killed Raider Rahim. Then I remember when I saw that movie, and the way they killed Raider Rahim, they put him in that chokehold, had his feet off the ground, put him in a chokehold, and he died. When he hit the ground, I remember being in the movie theater, and the silence in the movie theater was just, it was almost deafening. That the rage that surged through your body, we wanted to tear a lot of things up. Like, damn, for having his music too loud, that this man had to die, Eric Gardner had to die because he sold cigarettes, selling cigarettes, Lucy's. True enough, that might have been against the law. That might have been illegal. But he had to die for that? Sandra Bland gets stopped for a traffic stop, a traffic ticket, a traffic citation. She gets pulled into jail. 3 hours later, she's dead. Freddie Gray, Mike Brown, going all the way back to Trayvon Martin, Rodney King, and then going all the way back to even things like Emmett Till. And then to see where you have people coming up with this damn all lives matter. You know, there's a documentary on YouTube that highlights and actually chronicles the origins and the start of the Black Lives Matter. It was a couple sisters that got it started up there in St. Louis, in the St. Louis area. You know, Miss Lou, I forget the name of it, Missoula, I believe it is, University. And that's behind the Mike Brown massacre, the Mike Brown assassination, the Mike Brown execution. And they started it, when they started the Black Lives Matter, it wasn't because they were trying to say no other lives matter. They came up with that whole saying, and that Black Lives Matter also. They weren't excluding white, yellow, brown, blue, or all lives. The reason they came up with that, they were saying Black Lives Matter also. For that to be taken as racist, stereotypical by, I'm gonna say the white privilege of America, in that now where's the campaign for white people? The brother Noel just laughed, and you want to laugh to keep from crying. Where has there been a record of black people assaulting white people? Where's the history record showing where black people stole white people, tortured white people, sold white people, raped white people, broke up families, sold the kid to North Carolina, sold the mother to Georgia, sold the cousin to Jamaica? Where is that chronicle, that history, that's what happened? That now, the fact that you feel repulsed that there's a Black Lives Matter. The history of America has been the decimation and the genocide of the Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Mexicans, and so-called black people since we've been here. And now you're appalled and feel like black people have the audacity to want to include ourselves and stand up and even have a voice. You're a cruel people. You're a cruel people. But I didn't want to make my focus, my onus on that. You know, it's funny that when I'm sitting there studying, like all day I was putting these scriptures together, and I had in my mind how I wanted the class to go, and this was none of it. This was nowhere involved. This was not even getting touched. I figured it's going to be some questions, it can be a little lively, it can be this and that, whatever. But as we get the chapters turned on and we start going into this, it's like, damn. And what I need to start doing is like I did earlier this morning, I'm going to start putting just more blogs or vlogs on the Facebook Live and just start getting this, some stuff off my chest. Like this morning, right across the street from the school, again, look at 4319 Syndicate Drive, San Antonio, Texas, 78217. At the Mexican restaurant right across the street here, 4 police officers in three police cars had stopped a black couple. I'd say mid-20s, maybe early 30s. And as we were just turning the corner, coming up Center Gate, they just threw the young man against the car, against his own car. And it was like they was trying to, it wasn't even against the hood. it was where the side of the door is. Like they were trying to make sure his head hit the top of the car, the top side of the car. And I filmed it and I was making some observations, what have you. Long story short, in getting filmed, they were very conscious that they were being filmed. And for the people that were in line in the drive-through, they made sure nobody got out the car. And for the few people who did and were filming, they made sure they got in the car. And they were very kind of aggressive about that. And then, as they're seeing people filming, and we made sure we stayed across the street, that in front of our school, where you can't stop us from being in front of our school and film what's going on. They tried to put the young man in the back of the police car, and he was just a little bit from the way they were trying to force him into the car, and something happened. They were trying to use some Krav Maga, some Jiu-Jitsu, some Aikido type martial arts move. They did something. Next you know now, they had to call an ambulance, and the ambulance had to show up. And they had to wind up taking the young man to the hospital. It made me angry that these type of things, these type of incidents keep happening to us as a people. Then even with the, I got Adrian in here. What was the brother's name in California? At the same time, do you have the brother's name that got killed? Ricardo, I think the 14-year-old that got killed in California the same day. Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
That this ain't just a black so-called problem. That this is going on amongst the so-called Mexican, Hispanic community and minorities, and also with the Native Americans. That you have a lot of Native Americans that are getting unarmed Native Americans that are being slaughtered also. That are being put to death also. And the reason the media won't go ahead and bring it out, because I guess like the Art of War book says, and not that I want to quote it for any particular reason, and don't go get it either, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That if they really was to focus and bring out in the media how many brown people, I say brown, I'm talking about the so-called Hispanic, so-called Latin American community, Spanish-speaking community, if they was to really bring out the atrocities that's been happening with them, along with the atrocities happening with the so-called blacks, along with the atrocities happening to Native American, so-called Native American Indians, then we would unite. And we would see that our enemy is not one another, that we have a common enemy, and it's the American justice system. It's America. And with that, give me Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. Matter of fact, before we get that, now I do have a chart here with me. Give me Isaiah 34:16. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. And I go here a lot and open up my classes. In that I do, and I know I just had this long soliloquy of just talking and running off the mouth. I really want to make sure that we got scriptures, and that the scriptures are really explaining and backing up what's going on. And that in the way that I teach, I want you to be able to take these classes and be able to share with somebody else. I want you to be able to take these same scriptures, see exactly what they're saying, and be able to share it with anybody else. Because that's the time that we're in. It's time that our people hear the words of the Most High. All right? So where we at?
Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
And this is one thing that we as a people are not doing. We're not going back to the Bible. We was out there in Baton Rouge. He got killed. Monday was Independence Day, the 4th. He got killed the 5th, which was Tuesday. And we was out there Thursday. And the anger, the energy that was out there was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. It was pure, just raw emotion, pure, just raw frustration, pure, just raw rage. It was all consuming. It was really, really something to experience. And I'm bringing that out because the scripture right here says that we're supposed to seek out the book of the Lord and read. That one thing our people are not doing, and in their fit of emotions, in their fit of rage, and everything they have going on, they're not turning back to the Bible. We've not been hearing the words of the Bible. Read on, sir.
Says, no one of these shall fail.
Now, for everybody who asked the question, for everybody who does ask the question, God, why did this happen? No one's going back to the scriptures to find out why God let this happen. For a lot of our people, we're getting mad, we're getting upset, we're getting angry, to where we're saying things like, God, why did you let this happen? If there was a God, then why did you let this happen? And we're almost trying to use that as an excuse not to believe in the Most High, not to believe in the Father. But the one thing we're not doing is going to the scriptures to find out why is God letting these things happen? Why is this going on? We're listening to Muslims. We're listening to self-help gurus. We're listening to old gospel music. But the one thing we're not doing is go back into the scriptures to find out why is God letting this happen? God is all powerful. God, nothing is impossible for God. Then why? He got the whole world in His hands. That's the song we sing. Then why is God letting this happen? And the one thing we're not doing as a people is going into the scriptures to find out why is God letting this happen. Read it again, sir.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
And that's what it says. We're supposed to seek out of the book of the Lord, and we're supposed to read. This chord got a short. Let's tell you what it is. And this also let me know I need to get here a lot earlier before we start class. Make sure this type of things is already set up so it's good. Similar to the broadcast. But we're supposed to seek out the book of the Lord and we're supposed to read. Go ahead.
No one of these shall fail.
Nothing that's written in the Bible is going to fail. And letting us know why God lets these type of events, let these type of things happen. Go ahead.
None shall want to make.
And no other book is going to let you know why this is happening and why it's going on. I don't care what book of antiquity you try and get, it's not going to let you know and give you why God is letting these things happen. Go ahead.
For my mouth it hath commanded,
Read.
and His spirit it hath gathered them.
Right, so from there, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. And remember, y'all can read this also on live chat. I don't know how many people might be tuned in. At the same time, we have Kazakhstan's class going on also. Did everybody get a chance to send out, to forward this to everybody you could? Not just in Facebook, but also on through your messenger, your hangouts, what have you. All right, so let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee?
And it says, happy art thou, O Israel, who was like unto us? Who are like the Israelites? Who is like us? Who in the world does anything the way we do things? The scriptures tell you, and we've been over that class many times, as far as who the chosen are, who God loves, what have you. That and we might get into it tonight a little bit with the whole all Genesis. That the one people shall be stronger than the other people, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Our people, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, Dominicans, Cubans, North American Indians, Southern Indians, Argentinians, Chileans, Brazilians, Colombians, Panamanians, and Mexicans, that our people are the strongest people on the planet. That for us to survive slavery, for us to survive the projects, for us to survive Gully, for us to survive these things and still be producing, still be going, and still be the most imitated people on the planet. They say the highest form of flattery is imitation. Whatever it is that we do, the world copies, the world follows. That we truly are. If I wonder who God's people are, then when Christ said, "You are the salt of the earth," well, then what people give flavor to this earth? When you got what are the names? The Jabberwockies.
Right, yeah, those dancers.
The dancers, the Filipinos from California, all they're doing is pop locking, basically. But because they look like our people, that's why they're popular and became rich. Because they act like us. They listen to our music and then they move like us. But I'm sure if I went to any barrio in California, I went to any hood in California, I'm sure I would find blacks and Mexicans out dancing them by leaps and bounds. by leaps and bounds, as far as being originators, as far as being originators of any of those moves. I know it started with our people first. They just came in and they learned, let's have some unity, let's all move together. That if we do it like blacks and Mexicans do it, we got something. And that's what they've done. For music, if they copy us in our music, from Elvis Presley to Eminem to Malcolm Moore to
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake to Barry Manilow to what's the other, Kenny G? If I do it the way a black person, the way blacks and Mexicans do it, I'm in. And you are. And you are.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke. They Yellow Man down there, or at least it's albino.
Nah, he's just albino.
Sean Paul. Bob Marley. With his cracker ass. You can go there. That if you're copying what, because all Bob Marley did was copy what's the other guy's name? Buddy. And the Wailers. It was do not sit here and tell me y'all are Benjamin and from Yard, and y'all don't know who Bob Marley copied. It was the Wailers. Who the Wailers? I want to say Bunny.
Bunny Wailer, that was the name of the group.
It's right there. I can't get it up.
Not Garnet Silk. Garnet Silk?
No, Garnet Silk was after.
Okay, the dude that. I'll tell you about that.
Wow.
Hey, I'm Trinidad, so that's not
Okay, well, while he's getting that, even with Trinidadians, what was that movie Beetlejuice?
right.
Mr.
Tallyman.
Right, called Mr. Tallyman. And now when these white people sing in the movie, I'm saying it's Calypso's cool.
Even that song, Make It Hot, Hot, Hot. That was a Trinidad song. Some white boy sing it, and become big.
Now it's a huge hit. Right, and everything that we do is copied, and how well you copy it, that puts you over, that puts you in. That's where you get your money. So can we read the scripture one more time? Where we at?
We have Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29.
Matt?
Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people, saved by the Lord.
And it tells you that we are going to be the people that's going to be saved by the Lord. Go ahead.
The shield of thy help.
Who's our help?
The Lord.
It says the shield of our help, right? Talk about the Lord. And right now, what our people don't understand is, you think as we're coming into the presidential election, you think that we're going to elect somebody to be our help. You think that we're going to now, we elected, so-called elected Barack Obama in office 8 years ago. And here it is, the end of his term, and you got more black people being killed than ever. And he ain't stood up one time. And it's ironic, if I want to use that word, it's ironic that this man, when Bruce Jenner had a sex change operation, he gets a personal phone call from Barack Obama congratulating him on how brave he is and how. Well, I didn't hear what you said.
Don't worry about it.
What'd you say?
Homoism.
Homoism. But that he's heroic and brave for having a sex change operation and for doing what he's doing. I ain't heard Barack Obama say one thing, and I stay on YouTube. I stay on Facebook trying to push this information out, trying to wake people up. I haven't heard him one time say anything about any of these police executions or murders that's taking place. I haven't heard it that one time. Not just among the black community, again, amongst the so-called Mexican community, amongst the Native American community. I ain't heard it one time. For as much as Barack Obama was voted into office by black people got him voted into office. I haven't heard him, as a representative of the U.S. government, even apologize for what the U.S. government did as far as the allowing slavery to take place. Not even an apology. He came back when he first came in, y'all remember? It was cash for clunkers. That when he first got in office, he gave you cash for clunkers, that you was able to take your car in and get you a brand new car. Then he extended the tax credits to where now you can claim more kids for your taxes. Then he made sure everybody go to school. We're gonna raise the ceiling on your school debt. You can accumulate as much school debt as you want to. Make sure it's where it's unpayable. He did all that. But at one time, he said, yeah, as the President of the United States, and understanding who my constituents are, and we're going to be voted into office on behalf of the United States, I would like to apologize for slavery. I'd like to apologize for the millions of people that were murdered, raped, for the dysfunction that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans still suffer to this day. I would like to apologize. As a black face, he didn't even do that. But yet he can come back and out since Barack Obama's election, same-sex marriages, legalizing marijuana, in the military. It is now legal to be transgender in the military. They're just trying to find out how, if you want to get your sex change operation while you're in the military, how they gonna fund it. But it's gonna be financed by the military if you want to have a sex change operation. You can do all these things, but you cannot even get on the phone one time and call all the Sterling's family. We apologize for there's gonna be an investigation, but my condolences go out to your family. Philando Castile, my condolences go out there. You was a license to carry, following the rules, following the laws, and you were put to death. My condolences. We didn't even get that. That doesn't even happen. So it says now, where we at? What verse we at?
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29.
Right.
Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help.
And the Most High is our shield. The Most High is our shield of the Israelites. And that's one thing that's been taken away from us. We think we're going to be able to vote somebody else in office that's going to shield us from the racial profiling. That's going to shield us from the executions. That's going to shield us. Come on, it's the same government that allowed chattel slavery to take place in the first place. And then we go back and we're seeing that the Oliver North Contra scandal, that was how during the Ronald Reagan era, when crack got into our neighborhoods, that the cocaine that came from the Contra scandal is the same cocaine that was turned into crack that decimated black communities across America. We're still feeling the ripples of the effects of crack, from crack babies to now, whatever the latest drug is. But all that was a part of the Iran-Contra scandal that was led by Oliver North. All this is coming out, that this same government was responsible for bringing in the cocaine and the crack that got sold in our communities, let alone the heroin that was allowed to slip into our communities. On top of the Planned Parenthoods that came into our communities. On top of the same government that legalized and authorized a syphilis survey in Tuskegee. We want to see the effects of, if we infect, 250 men with syphilis, and we've got the penicillin, we've got the cure, but we just want to see how it spreads throughout the black community. Come on, it's the same government. The same government, when they were stealing this land, dispensed smallpox blankets to Native American Indians. And if y'all have not seen the pictures of what smallpox looks like, when somebody's infected, please do a Google search. When somebody's infected with smallpox, it ain't like chickenpox. It's atrocious that this will be done on purpose by the same United States federal government. The same government. So he says, the Lord is the shield of the nation of Israel. The Lord is the shield of our people. It's not because you carry a gun, black man, that should be your shield and your protection. It's not because you got an AK-47 in your crib. It ain't because you 50 Cent walk around with a flak jacket on, or bulletproof what have you. That's not your shield. That's not what's going to protect you from the death the Lord has got going on in these cities right now. We have to turn back to the Lord, our shield, our help. Read.
And who is the sword of thy excellency?
Right? And the sword of our excellency. He's our defense also. Read.
And thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee.
And that's the precept I want to get you right here. The Lord said, what? Our enemies shall what?
Be found liars unto thee.
Our enemies shall be found liars unto us. Land of the free, home of the brave. To protect and serve. Independence Day. You have rights.
American dream.
You're an American citizen. I'm sorry?
The American dream.
The American dream. It said that our enemies will be found liars unto us. Who think about it? We're gonna think about this. I mean, my name is Michelle, and I can draw things out. I can go deep into it. When did Mexicans learn Catholicism? When the Caucasian Spaniards came here and forced it upon them. When did black people learn Catholicism? When did black people learn Jehovah's Witnesses? When they were brought here against their will, brought here to America, and that religion was forced upon them. The African American the AME Church, the African Methodist Episcopalian Church. When did you learn that you was African? Once you was brought here. Where did you get the religion of Methodists from? Once you were brought here, it was forced upon you. Episcopalian. The Episcopal is nowhere in the Bible. But all of a sudden, now you're the AME Church. Where did any of the disciples raise up an AME Church? Where did John the Baptist make a church? Think about it. The religion, I don't care what religion it is that you happen to fall under. Where and when did you learn it? It was not until your forefathers got here to America and it was forced upon you. And it was forced upon you. Where did we learn about multicolored eggs? Where did we learn about Santa Claus from? Where did we learn about Jesus being white? Leprechauns. Now it's a damn shame. A lot of our kids are growing up in the zombie apocalypse. And now there's zombies out here. And boogeymen. And what's some of the stuff we afraid of? Bats, vampires, werewolves.
That's my brother's personal.
There's no such thing as any of this.
Even the Spiderweb Chronicles and stuff like that.
The Spiderweb Chronicles?
My brother grew up reading those books. Like he bought his own. I was like, you're stupid.
Wow.
Like
Any of the superstitions that we have been taught,
knock on wood.
where are we learning from? They knock on wood. Where the hell is that? Where did that come from? How the hell is knocking on wood gonna make you lucky?
It's gonna make you go away.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Even throw salt behind.
Throwing salt on your shoulder. If you break a mirror, you walk under a ladder.
Black cat.
The black cat and my mother's one of her superstitions that she really came up with on her own was if you eat peanuts in a car.
Wait.
What's gonna happen?
It's gonna be an accident.
What?
We're gonna wreck. My mother does not allow any nuts to be ate in her car. So I eat my sunflower seeds when she's not in the car. But that's the superstition she came up with. Given by who? Her education. Not in what God teaches, but from what she picked up and developed. To try to explain what happened. To try to explain phenomena. As well, even what's the other dumb one? Don't open an umbrella inside. What?
Step on the crack, break your mother's
Step on the crack, break your mother's back. Yeah, don't let the broom go over your foot. Oh, you got to spit on it. The lucky horseshoe. A rabbit's foot.
The rabbit's foot.
The rabbit had 4 of them.
You must not be too lucky.
He must not be too damn lucky. He didn't get away. But now all of a sudden you got one of his feet, and now all of a sudden that's gonna give you luck. Eat tamales on New Year's Eve. on New Year's Day?
Never heard that one.
Eating tamales and black eyed peas.
Yeah, New Year's, yeah.
On New Year's, right?
Black eyed peas, yeah.
It's collard greens. Collard greens. Well, my grandmother was from Louisiana. She made tamales, and to this day, I'm like, where the hell you learn about some damn tamales? Black from Louisiana, and you know about some damn tamales, but it was tamales, black eyed peas, collard greens.
Oh, they got one with
Yeah,
you.
make sure you got
A
dollar
man
on it.
has to walk through, on New Year's Day, a man has to, no one can come in your house, I don't care who it is, what reason they come in your house, I don't care if it's a shelter, because I watched that happen. A man has to walk through the front door and walk out the back door, he has to be the first person on New Year's Day, and you're gonna have bad luck for the rest of the year.
Wow.
What?
That's too complicated.
Yeah, I'm
Even
like,
in the Mexican tradition, I'm pretty sure you know about it. Whenever you look at somebody, you don't want to stay with them too long. Give them all. You have to go and touch them.
Right.
You gotta get the egg and crack it. Yeah,
What?
wicked.
Explain it to them, those who don't know.
I'm like,
Like if you, like say for instance like a kid, you know, like you look at him, he's like, oh, he's so cute. I just want to touch him. You don't touch him. You're giving him ojo. It's called ojo. Then later on, that kid gets sick. They have to rub the egg.
Rub
on
the
him,
egg and cleanse him.
and then they crack the egg, and I don't know, they see something in the egg that, yeah.
It's supposed to be blood or something.
Yeah.
And that all this evil spirit is now in this egg, and they crack it and or what have you, put it on the bed and all this type of crazy nonsense.
My mom did it to me. I want to say maybe like 4 years ago, when she was like, "Look at the egg." I was like, "I didn't see nothing." She saw it. I don't know.
I see some salt and pepper. I see some. I see a little
I'm
bit of cheese.
a scrap.
I'm seeing a meal, but as far as a bad spirit, as far as evil is not in this egg, right? So like it's trapped in the egg, right? But with all these other things, this is what we learned, but we've not learned that the Most High really is our shield. We've not learned what really works for us. But it says our enemies are to be found liars unto us. Where we learn these things? Who taught us that we're Mexicans? Who taught us that we're African Americans? Who taught us that Democrats and Republicans are for us? Who taught us to believe that the police, when it says protect and serve, meant protect and serve you? Have you ever wondered why they're called the Boys in Blue? From Boston to LA, why the police? Why are they colored blue? Why are they known as the Boys in Blue? If you go back and do a little research, it's because they were protecting what was known as the Blue Bloods. The Blue Bloods were the Spaniards, the rich Spanish families that came to the Americas back when America was first being formed. And the reason they specified and called themselves the Blue Bloods is because they didn't work outside. That when they would take their clothes off, take their shirt off, whatever, their skin would be so pale that you would see the blood, their veins underneath their skin. And when you see that blood in that pale skin, what color is it? It's blue. And to make sure that the riffraff, the poor, never intermingled or got too close to this society, that's when they formed the police to protect the blue bloods from insurrections, from riots, from keep it like what's done today, making sure the what do you call it, the undesirables of society don't intermingle, don't get too close, don't come around. That's why you can find a police department in our communities. They come and police in our and patrol in our neighborhoods. You go to a so-called white neighborhood, you can find a precinct like you find in a subdivision, a sub-precinct like you find in our communities. Because they're to protect and serve the elites. They're to protect and serve white America. That really is what their job is. But, like the scripture just said, that we just read, our enemies are going to be found liars unto us. They've been nothing but what? Where do we get the white image of Christ from? Who taught us that Christ is white? Who inserted white images into the Bible? From Adam, they showed the hand of God reaching out, touching the so-called the hand of man. What color are both of them?
White.
What color are the angels? Always.
White.
Whenever you look, if there are pictures in the Bible before, the 90s, when black people started kind of making their own Bibles, every image in the Bible would be a white person.
With the blonde hair.
With the blonde hair, blue eyes, it'd be a white person. It would be a white person. The scripture's telling you, and I know we haven't gone through a lot of scriptures, the scriptures let you know our enemies are going to be found liars unto us. That's why it says, happy are you, O Israel. Now, if we find out who our real shield is, who our real protection is, then now we can start doing those things that we can truly have a true hope in. And that now our God is ready to fight for us. But let me make sure, when I say for us, he's not fighting that you might get more settled here in America. He's not fighting that for your 401k. He's not fighting for your health benefits. That's not what he's fighting for. The Lord's going to fight for his people, the Israelites, to come back to paradise, to come back to the place he first made for them from the very beginning, the Garden of Eden. That's what he wants for his people, to get back there, not for us to become more adjusted and more accepted here in America. Real quick, give me St. John 18:33.
Or for regulars, just John.
I'm sorry, Camilla.
Or for regulars, just John, because mine just says John.
Oh, right, John, right. I say St. John, that you might know as the Gospels, because sometimes people get mixed up between the Gospels and 1 John, 2 John, and 3 John. So yeah, John chapter 18, verse 33, or St. John, the Gospels, chapter 18, verse 33. Read.
St. John, chapter 18, verse 33.
Right?
Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again.
No, that's not what I want.
It's regular John.
1633.
36.
Where's 36 at?
This answers, my kingdom is not of this world.
That's what I want.
All right. St. John chapter 18, verse 36. And Jesus answered, my kingdom is not of this world.
What did Christ say?
My kingdom is not of this world.
The kingdom that he's going to rule over is not of this world. A lot of us are looking for, God put Barack Obama in office. God put Bill Clinton in office. God put this person in office. No. Christ said what? My kingdom is not of this world. We're so looking for a savior that make us be able to be accepted and fit into this society. The scripture says that Christ's kingdom is not of this world. He's not coming to make sure the Democratic nomination gets in there. He's not coming to make sure your union dues go down and you get a higher pay. That's not what he's coming for. To make sure your food stamps keep going. That is not, his kingdom is not of this world. Read.
If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight.
He said, if his kingdom was of this world, then his servants would fight to be a part of this world. Then there would be we would have a political party in this world. Then we would have a bank that had low APR rates, low interest rates in this world. Then we would have a grocery store. We would have land if Christ's kingdom was of this world. Give me Matthew chapter 6 verse 9. Let's get this little glimpse about what Christ's kingdom is, what God's kingdom is. Matthew chapter 6 verse 9.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 9.
Brad?
After this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
What are we praying for?
Thy kingdom come.
We're praying for what?
Thy kingdom come.
We're praying for God's kingdom to come. Now, what does it mean when we pray for God's kingdom to come? Read.
Thy will be done.
What are we praying for?
Thy will be done.
What are we praying for?
But thy will be done.
We're praying for God's will to be done. That's when you're praying for the kingdom of heaven, you're praying for God's will to be done. Is it God's will that homosexuals live?
No.
No. Is it God's will that women can wear pants?
No,
Is it God's will that men will be dressed like women?
no,
Is it God's will that you work a 5-day week and two days off?
no.
Uh-oh.
Actually, yes.
No, it ain't. And God's will is what? You work how many days? 6. And got, if you will, 1 off. You can almost hear a lot of people's hearts just kind of drop. Just 1 day? For real? 1 day. That's God's will. You're praying that God's will be done. Where?
In earth, as it is in heaven.
That's what you're praying for. God's will to be done on earth like it is in heaven. That's what you're supposed to be praying for. All right? I guess some things going in my head. Now give me Luke chapter 1. Let's go to Luke chapter 1, start verse 68.
Everybody got it?
God.
Luke chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us.
Who's God to raise up a horn of salvation for? For us. Go ahead.
In the house of his servant David,
Read.
as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began,
Go ahead.
that we should be saved from our enemies.
That in being saved, that we should be saved from who?
Our enemies.
That we should be saved from our enemies. Read.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
And that we should be saved from who?
From the hand of all that hate us.
That's the salvation that Christ is bringing. That we're going to be saved from our enemies and from everyone that hates us. That's salvation for when someone, we've been taught through religion. I'm too blessed to be stressed. You ask people, hey, how you doing? I'm saved. I'm saved.
Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized. Holy Ghost filled and fire baptized.
I'm Holy Ghost filled and fire baptized. You need some fire stuff out your mouth. That's what you really need. What? I'm Holy Ghost filled and fire baptized.
Yeah.
When the Bible talks about salvation, it's talking about being saved from your enemies and from everybody that hates you. You're saved from your enemies. And who are your enemies? The ones who've been lying to you this whole time. The nation that's been lying to you this whole time. That's what it means to be saved, according to the Bible. But a lot of our people don't understand that, and this is where the anger. This is why you're protesting. This is why we're operating is because of the lies we've been taught. We think that we're supposed to have a part of the American pie. We think we're supposed to be accepted in the American pie. And what our dilemma is how many of our people, when you go into a store or go anywhere, and you have the thought in your mind, I got rights. The first thing out your mouth is, I got rights. That right there is you're thinking like an American citizen and not as an Israelite. You're thinking like you really have that the Constitution was for you. You're thinking that when it says the pursuit of happiness, you think that the Articles of what's it called? Articles of Confederation, if I'm saying it right, because it's on middle school and give down about it. That you think that the pursuit of happiness applies to you. Think about this. If the First Amendment of the Constitution is supposed to be freedom of speech, right? I think it's freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Then what people were not allowed to speak the language that they were speaking before they came over here? What people were not allowed to continue celebrating or worshiping who they worshipped when Caucasians first got here. If you really think that the Constitution is for you, if you really are under this lie, this deception, when they I forget all the fancy words they use, but when the Constitution became enacted, whatever, July 4th, 1776, black man, where were you? You were still a slave. Mexicans, where were you? The West was being robbed from you. How do you think that Constitution has anything to do with you? That you got rights. That you have a right to run your mouth, to bear arms. If you had a right to bear arms, then why are men getting killed that in a state where it's okay to carry a weapon, you're still shot down dead? Why are you shot down in your car with your wife and your stepdaughter in the back? Why were you shot dead? Carrying a weapon, quote unquote, legally. Because that don't apply to you.
Why are you choked out or beaten up for saying I got rights and speaking up and standing for yourself when you get pulled over for a traffic stop? Why are you dealt with in the way that you are on the premise of, oh, I got rights?
I got rights. I'm trying to keep myself in composure. Because we were taught so many lies by the society, and you really think that you got rights, that's why you think that you're a sovereign citizen, you're a Moor, you're an Egyptian, you're an Egyptologist. You're thinking that the cops will stop you. All you can do is roll your window down just a little bit.
Right.
And you can slide in a piece of paper with your lawyer's number on it, with I'm a sovereign citizen and my rights or whatever. And you think they're going to listen? You think they're going to listen to that? There's one white boy they got on YouTube that the cops. It's a compilation of him getting stopped by all types of cops everywhere. And they ask him questions. He said, I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. And they walk away. Is that a baton to the side of the head? He's walking down the street doing whatever. Is that a baton to the head? Is that a handcuff? Is that a hand on the pepper spray? And they walk the hell away. Ain't nothing we can do. So, what's your ID? I don't answer questions. Sir, will you step in the car? I don't answer questions. Sir, do you hear me? I don't answer questions. Every question they ask him, obviously he hears the question. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. Now, one of our people will try that madness. You can be dead. Or wounded.
Well, the one you seen the one where it's two white guy, black guy, they do an experiment. The white guy have the rifle on the shoulder walking on the street. Cop stop him. Like, okay, I can carry it. Leave me alone, blah blah blah. The black guy
the cop comes up real nice.
Yeah.
They're having just a conversation.
Right.
And it's no big deal.
Right.
But as soon as the black teenagers black man
six cars
pull up, weapons drawn, the whole nine.
The white dude said, "Come and oh, it's an experiment. It's something we doing here."
And that took a minute for the cops to be convinced about that.
Right. See him exact place.
That for us, you're presumed guilty. How does that thing? You're supposed to be presumed innocent until proven guilty.
It's the other way around.
For us, as Israelites, no, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Guilty until proven more guilty.
And then we're mad and upset. You're right about that, Noel. And we're mad and upset about why there's no justice and why there's no peace. We're mad and upset that I'm a taxpayer. I pay my taxes. I voted. I pay all my tickets. I'm a registered voter. Why is this happening? You have a right. And we got this in our head like, what's your badge number? It's almost like they're putting the badge number in the camera as they hit you. As they're pulling the gun out and shooting you. We don't have any of the signs here. But if you look at some of the lynching signs, go back and look at some of the lynchings that took place amongst our people. we're talking about lynching signs or pictures from the 1800s down there. Do you know how long you had to stand still in the sun for them to take a damn picture? For them to put the puff of smoke, they had to pick up the cloth and capture to capture the picture. Nobody moved. For a minute. So, and then you got little kids smiling, men smiling, women all in the crowd, everybody looking, and a camera didn't stop a damn thing. You got military men in there, you have cops in these pictures, they don't give a damn. If they didn't give a damn with a camera then, and it was a prestigious to be on camera then, what makes you think these cops that now you got a cell phone that is stopping the damn thing? Because you're under the illusion that America's for you. You're under the illusion that you're an American citizen. You're under the illusion that you got rights in this place. You're under the illusion that you can run your mouth and have whatever attitude you want to have, and that they better listen to you. I'm gonna sue. None of you did. You're gonna sue and you had no teeth in your mouth. And then go back and look at some of these cases where the cops so-called get suspended. And then picked up by who? Some private security firm. When they went from making $40,000 a year, joined this private security firm, that'll make $180,000 a year. Because they show they have no fear and no problems killing you.
They just got congratulated.
They got congratulated. Killing you. Like you did something? How many of these cops that they're showing now they're trying to show where cops are now being sued for a couple $1 million or what have you, but you got all these funds set up to where people are donating money and they pay the fine. They pay the fine. It ain't coming nowhere out of his pockets. When are we going to see that our enemies hate us, have been lying to us? When are we going to wake up? Well, the Lord's going to have this continue to happen. For me, let's get Zechariah. Before we get that, give me Zechariah 11:5. I want the they find themselves not guilty. That's what I'm looking for right now. Verse 5. Now we're going to Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. All right, let's go to the book of Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them?
It says what now?
Who possessors slay them?
Our possessors do what?
Slay them.
Our possessors slay us. They've been killing us. But we're so caught up in the American dream, that's not supposed to happen to me. And you know what? You have to understand the subtleties of psychological warfare. Y'all notice that there's been a lot of movies depicting slavery. Django, The Butler, 12 Years a Slave, Roots just came out. That you get all these black movies that with all the harsh conditions that we were under. But now we can come back and say, well, look, that was then, this is us now. That applies to them back then. This don't apply to us now. This is the greatest country in America. You see, understand the psychological warfare that they did with those, putting all this type of shows out? That y'all had it like this, but look at where you're right now. Now you're right in front of the bus. Now you got millionaire, black millionaires. Oprah, hell, this big black woman is a billionaire. This witch who owns a media company now to make sure that our people get indoctrinated with all the right symbols about still keeping us down, subdued, and what have you, is a billionaire. Y'all ain't slaves no more. You got a Lexus. You got a Cadillac. You got this type of car. You got a BMW. That's a black man's wagon. BMW. That's your wagon now. You can drive this now. You're not back there in a one-room shack. You buy, look at all the shoes, all the Nike. Every time Jordans come out, you got a brand new pair of Jordans on. Whereas them slaves, remember they showed you in Glory, right? But what was Denzel's character trying to when he got whipped? He got whipped for what?
Just going to try to find some shoes.
Trying to find some shoes he can help fight to win this war. Y'all, that's not pertaining to you no more. You're not slaves no more. Now you guys you got rights. And you go to school, you go to college, you got degrees. Look at you now. But all that is to make us not understand how we're still in slavery. We're still being possessed by the same government, by the same by the same people. You know, they say, and you can look it up. There's more people in jail now than there was in all of slavery. There's more people now than in all of the so-called chattel slavery. There's more people in jail now than there ever was slaves that came over. More of our people in jail now. But you're free. We've been taught too many lies and thinking that the American dream pertains to us. And that this is where we're just outraged. You got other people talking about, I'm gonna write my congressman. We don't get Al Sharpton. If Johnny Cochran was still alive, we'll get Johnny. Y'all forget Johnny Cochran got them white cops off in the Rodney King meeting. He was their lawyer. Just like he was OJ's lawyer, he was the lawyer of those cops that beat down Rodney King and got them acquitted. When are we going to find out or wake up that America's not for us? Where we at right now?
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Our possessors slay us and do what?
Hold themselves not guilty.
And hold themselves not guilty. You know, I just recently put on that it was, remember Matthew McConaughey's role in A Time to Kill?
The lawyer?
Yeah, he was a lawyer for the Sam Jackson killed the white boys that raped his daughter. And it was his closing argument. He was like, I want everybody to close their eyes. Everybody close their eyes and I'm gonna tell you a story. Imagine a black girl. Oh, he didn't say black, I'm sorry. Imagine a girl. She's walking home from the store. A truck races up behind her, grabs her. These two men throw her in the truck. They take her out to the backwoods. They tie her up. And they repeatedly have their way with her. While they tie her up, then they rip her clothes off of her, and they repeatedly rape her. Repeatedly, he didn't use the word rape. They repeatedly have their way with her. Thrust. He did say that. Thrust after thrust after thrust. They've shattered any innocence that she might have. When they completely decimated her to where she can no longer have children or carry on life beyond her own, they use her for target practice by throwing full cans of beer at her. The cans of beer rip flesh from her body down to the bone. Then they put a noose around her neck and throw her under the limb of a tree. And they hoist her up, and then in a electrifying jerk, her feet are swinging and trying to find the ground, but they can't find the ground. the tree branch happens to give away and breaks. So then they throw it in the back of the truck. And they drive to some bridge. And they throw over this bridge. And it's about a 30-foot fall, which is 3 stories. It's a 3-story fall for her to hit the ground. They left her there for dead. In a urine, semen-covered heap of flesh. They left her there for dead. And he goes through his dramatics, it's sucking in and all that type of stuff. Now, imagine that she's white. And then everybody in the court, tears, all this type of madness is going on. And it's like, see, if you imagine it was a white person, now it's crime. Now it's vicious. Now it's brutal. Now it demands justice. But if it's blacks going through it, what does she do? She must have been dressed a certain way to deserve that. She must have presented herself in such a way. This ain't what happened in the movie, but we know the stereotype that goes on that she instead of being a victim, she must have had something to do with why they did this to her. That's the stereotype they put out there for all of our people. And we sit here and get mad and upset because we're not accepted in the American dream. But that's exactly what it is. It's the American dream. From there, read that one more time.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not.
Read it again.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
And those that sell them say what?
Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
God bless America. God bless America. This is manifest destiny. Go ahead.
And their own shepherds,
And our own shepherds, our own leaders, read on.
pity them not.
And our own shepherds do not pity us. Our own shepherds. Did y'all see this? That coon ass nigga sheriff got on TV and called Black Lives Matter anarchy, and that they need to be brought down. Anarchy. You're supposed to be a leader. You're a sheriff. You're supposed to be the first one to open your mouth about excessive force. About this is too much. But you gonna come down and now condemn Black Lives Matters? It says our shepherds don't pity us. All right, from there, let's get on. Let's go to the Apocrypha. The second Ezra chapter 16, we start verse 40. Second Ezra chapter 16, we start verse 40. You know, I like these classes, but I hate these classes. Because my class has got to be the morbid ones. My class has got to be one that's morbid, the one that brings too much reality, it brings too much, it brings out too much, I'm saying like that. Second Ezra chapter 16, start verse 40.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. It says, O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle.
What did the Lord say?
Make you ready to the battle.
Make yourself ready to the battle. You must understand that America is not the home of the free, the land of the brave. That it's not for you. That they're here ready to battle you. They're ready to kill you. They're ready to destroy you, your kids, your grandkids, your grandparents, everybody. Read.
And in those evil, be even as pilgrims unto the earth.
It says when you see these evils, what are we supposed to be?
Be as pilgrims.
Be as what?
Pilgrims.
Can we look at the word pilgrim? Can we look at the word pilgrim? I'm going to need to figure out a board. Can we look up the definition for pilgrim? Anybody that has a phone.
Someone who travels to a holy place. One of the people, one who journeys in a foreign land.
Hold on. So you gotta read that loud again, Yas.
One who journeys in a foreign land.
It says, now, insert that into the scripture, Sean.
2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to battle. And in those evil, be even as those, what was it again?
Those
One
who,
who journeys in a foreign, one
Okay.
who journeys in a foreign land.
We're supposed to be acting like we're traveling in a what?
Foreign land.
What is America?
Foreign land.
We're supposed to understand this is a foreign land. Not going to get settled and set up shop and be ready to stay here. We're supposed to be as pilgrims. We're supposed to be as strangers in a foreign land. Ready to go. Ready to get out. Ready for Christ to come. Not trying to set up and be established well, while in Rome. Read.
Upon the earth. Verse 41. He that said it, let him be as he had flee away.
You gotta be that clear out.
This 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 41. He that said it, let him be as he that flee away. And he that buyeth as one that will lose.
Now, I'm gonna go back to the scope. I have that verse again. This is from the Strong's dictionary. Are you writing it down? Yeah, erase everything. You can erase everything. I'm gonna give you this definition also. I want you to write that one down. I'm gonna give you this other one also. This is from the Strong's dictionary. The Strong's dictionary. The word pilgrim is from the Greek word paraepidemios. Not important. It means to sojourn in a strange place away from one's own people. While we're here in America, we're supposed to be in this place like what? Like we're away from our own people. But we're here in America trying to be Americans. We're in America trying to be part of the good old US of A. We don't operate in America like we are away from our own people. When something happens to America, it's like the little that Malcolm X analogy. You had the field niggas and you had the house niggas. The field niggas said what? When the master was sick, I'm gonna say it, the house nigga said it first. The house nigga said, the house slave, I'll say it like that. The house slave said what? When the boss was sick, or the master was sick. We sick, boss? When when the fields, if they caught on fire, the house nigga was the first one to want to be out there trying to put them out like as if the fields belonged to him. But the field nigga was like, what? You sick. And the field nigga was praying for the fields and the house to burn up. Well, the house nigga was out there trying to save it, no, we have to save it. It's ours. This ain't ours. Our country, our flag, our military, our laws. No, this ain't our flag, our country, our government, our law. This is not, we are not Americans. We're Israelites. But, again, sojourning in a strange place away from one's own people. And like I said also, someone who sojourns in a foreign land. Right? Someone who sojourns in a foreign land. We're supposed to understand America is what?
Foreign land.
This is not, everything we learned here, this is not us. This is not Israelites. But we keep trying to fit the American dream of being an Israelite and trying to make it fit, make it work. It's not going to happen. All right? So go back to the scripture now.
40 again?
Sure.
2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evil be as pilgrims upon the earth. He that said it, let him be as he that fleeth away.
If you're selling something, it says you're supposed to be acting like you're going what?
flee away.
That you're not going to enjoy it. Read.
And he that buyeth
And you buy things. Read.
as one that will lose.
And you gotta be like, okay, I'm gonna lose. Read.
He that occupieth merchandise
I ain't gonna say no more. Go ahead.
as he that hath no profit by it. And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth a vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widows. And that
Why? Give me First Corinthians. What verse is that?
was verse 44.
All right, let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and start at verse 29. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, start at verse 29.
I'm all over the place, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm all over the place, guys.
You okay? All right.
Hold on.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 29.
Very good.
Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short.
The what?
The time is
The
short.
what?
The time is short.
We're supposed to understand the time is short.
I'll get it later.
That's what we're supposed to be understanding, that the time is short. Read.
It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they have none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this word as not,
They that what?
and they that use this world as not abuse it, for the fashions of this world pass it away.
We understand that the Most High is about to destroy this kingdom. You can read about the rise and falls of every kingdom, from the Egyptians, Sumer, I don't care how far back you want to go, come all the way up until the Greeks, the Romans, the Persians, the Assyrians, the Babylonians. You can read about the rise and fall of every kingdom, of every nation. And you can't recognize that this is the Lord now bringing this kingdom to an end. Damn, you need to be in class. You need to be in class, because the stuff that we cry about, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm going without this. Nigga, I'm sorry.
Bro.
It's hard to go in these classes. When you understand how so well indoctrinated our people have become with the American system, and then to be a teacher trying to fight, trying to wake people up, is frustrating. When you see people just refuse to want to wake up and see the truth and see the scriptures, that the Most High is got his foot on this place. He's ready to destroy this place. But to see the petty, and that's what makes it petty, to see the petty gripes, complaints that our people are fighting for, and you ain't trying to take a look and see what the Most High is doing on a global level. They don't even recognize what's happening on a global level. You don't even recognize what's happening on a national level. It's frustrating. I can truly relate to where the Most High asked Ezekiel in chapter 37 of Ezekiel, can these bones live? And all Ezekiel could say was, Lord, only you know. To try and wake Israel out of this dead state that you've been in and come back to the Most High, you know what it's like? It's like you got somebody who a baby. I can use this analogy. What happens when you first wake a baby up?
It cries and cries and cries and cries.
This little creature is all types of upset, mad, crying. if that little baby could, he'd poke your eye out. Because I'm comfortable. Why'd you wake me up? I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm angry. Some kids are so upset. I mean, they got the bubble snots coming out. They urinate on themselves. They don't boo it on themselves. They are just having a conniption fit. Why did you wake me? And don't be where you pick the baby up out the crib. You see when they try to dive back, you got this thing damn 10 feet up out the air. And he trying to jump and wiggle and do everything he can to get out your grip because I'm going back to sleep. I don't care how hard I hit this mat. All I see is the mat. And you're messing with me. Why are you poking me? Why are you doing this? Why are you shining the light in my room? Why are you putting the light in here? I like the darkness. I like not being seen. Why are you exposing me? Why are you making me see reality? Why are you so cruel?
Why are you making me wake up?
Why are you making me wake up? And they try to show you the matrix. Why are you making me wake up? Why? Why do I gotta face reality? That's your reality, not mine. I thought you believed in the Bible. I thought you believed in the Bible also. I thought you believed in the Bible also. Revelation chapter 18 verse 4.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
He's telling you, come out of it. Come out of the sins of this place. Come out of the mindset of this place. Come out of how this place makes you think. But to try to wake people up to that fact, it really is. Hold this and give me Micah 2 and 10. Give me Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. These scriptures cannot be more true.
Micah?
Yeah, Micah. M-I-C-A-H. M-I-C-A-H. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
It's one of the smaller ones before Matthew, correct?
Yes.
Chapter 2, verse 10.
Yeah, Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
What did the Most High say do?
Arise ye.
What is that? Can y'all picture that? Someone's telling you to arise. So what are they telling you to do? Wake. Wake up. Get up. Arise. Get up. This ain't your rest.
It's like a mummy, like arise.
Get up.
Just get up.
For parents in here, if you see your child just fall asleep on the damn floor, what would you say or do?
Oh heck no! Get your butt up. You're going.
Get up.
You're going to school.
How are you gonna fall asleep right here on a dirty ass floor? And you might even have to get a belt because they just got in their mind. I'm sleeping right here.
I'm not gonna. No, leave me alone. No.
I'm staying. I don't care. I don't care. There's a pile of dirt that you gonna sweep over here. I don't care if some dirty diaper fell out and it's on the floor right here, and I'm about to roll all up in it.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm sitting right here.
I'm laying here. I don't care that there's blood, pus,
Disgusting.
whatever, all on the floor, all in the bed. I don't care. I'm comfortable in this crap. For parents. What parent in a good right mind leaves their child in a dirty diaper? I know it's morning. And I can smell you. But you know what? I don't want to wake you. I know you're gonna get a rash. I know you're gonna have all types of problems. I know it's gonna. I just don't. You're just so cute. You look so peaceful, just being quiet right there. And I ain't got the energy to chase your ass around the house right now. So just lay there in that dirty ass diaper, in that dirty ass bed. Just lay there. Lay in your own stink. As much as that's how people do think, the Most High, our Father, is saying what? Micah 2:10.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
What is it? Can somebody put that in layman's terms? Get up. Get up and move. Read.
For this is not your rest.
You go. For any parent who's had to put together a bunk bed, a crib. Why are you gonna lay right here? There's a bed over here. I got a place for you to lay down at. Get up. Well, our kids, no. Going through changes. How many of your kids would rather sleep in the car? They fall asleep in the car, and you trying to wake them up like, nigga, get up so you can go to bed. And they like a worm, try and bury themselves deeper into the seat.
So they don't have to get up.
I'm not trying to get up and get mad at you, ready to kick, scratch, bite, do whatever. I'm sleeping here and you messed around with me too many times. Your ass will sleep right there in the car. You're gonna be right there. And when you wake up and don't recognize where the hell you at, screaming, crying, whatever, I'm gonna lock these doors so your ass can't get out either. And don't you dare get mad because you chose this. But reading on.
It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
What is this place?
It is polluted.
What is this place?
It is polluted.
It is polluted. It's dirty. It's filthy. It's toxic. Read.
It shall destroy you.
And that's what it's been doing. It's been destroying us. But I'm mad because I can't be comfortable here. The Most High keeps trying to wake me up out of here. I don't want to see that I'm being sold to my enemies, to the people that hate me, to the people that lie to me. I don't want to see that. I want to keep thinking that I'm a part of the American dream. I want to keep thinking that this place has something for me. I want to wake up. The Most High is trying to wake us up to bring us to where? Paradise. The kingdom. And we're mad. I haven't been here for the Sabbath fast. Y'all really need to get to the Sabbath readings. If you go to HebrewForChristians.org, Hebrew and then the number 4, the actual number 4, not FOUR, but the number 4, Christians.org, or if you do a Google search, it's the first one that comes up. And then in there, you go to a tab, it's got the weekly Torah. When you go and read the Torah, just read. Right now, where it's at in the readings is covering us coming out of Egypt. And we're in Numbers. It's in Numbers. And it just keeps magnifying how our people got so mad because the Most High brought them out of Egypt and was trying to bring them to the kingdom. And all we kept doing was complaining. You brought me out here to kill me. You brought me out here to destroy me. You brought me out here to hurt me. You hate us. We should have stayed with the Egyptians. We should stay back there. Why did you bring us out here? I'm miserable. This sucks. And then how many times they tried to stone Moses, stone Aaron. And it's funny, again, you go to that reading. Moses, we can see how us coming out of Egypt benefited you, but where's it benefiting us? That's a quote unquote. Moses, we're tired of eating angels' food. I want to eat what I'm used to eating. Why can't we go back to Egypt and eat the leeks and the cabbage and the stuff that was eating back there? Why do we come out here and eat angels' food? Why? You brought me out here to die. Then the Most High finally got sick of hearing that crap.
What? Fine, go.
Basically, he said, no. So your complaint is you thought I brought your monkey ass out of Egypt to destroy you, your wife, and your children. All right, you complain so much. All right, cool. Guess what? You and your wife gonna die. And since you're so worried about your kids, I'll bring them through. But y'all monkeys are gonna walk around here till y'all drop dead. Till you literally just drop dead. It's a waste of time. It was better for you to stay back in Egypt. Cool. I'm gonna show you what a waste of time is. Y'all gonna walk this desert for 40 years. Don't be I pray to God that the day of the Passover, that was not your 20th birthday. You would have prayed that your birthday was the day after Passover. Because if you was 20 and the day of Passover, that meant you gonna die.
Like one of the last weeks of the time.
Yeah. You got to go. You just missed the cutoff. You dead. And you're going to waste your time just walking around this desert. You get to the Sabbath readings. The Sabbath readings is remarkable when it shows you the mindset of our people and how we feel about God. How we can't stand God, because God is trying to bring us out of our comfort and what we're used to and bring us into paradise, and we actually have the audacity to get mad, lose hope, lose strength, because God's trying to give me something greater and better. Anyway, I'm trying to wind this up. Go back to Revelation 18:4. Revelation chapter 18 verse 4.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4.
Right?
And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Stop being a partaker of the sins of this place. Stop trying to be Americans. Not just Christmas, stop trying to be Americans. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to be Americans. We try to come up with business plans to be here in America. We try to come up with real estate financial to be here in America. We ain't trying to do the righteousness of the Most High so He can come get us out of here. We look at this thing. Well, what if you don't come for this many years? Nigga, do you? There's a book called the Bible. Some people say Bible is an acronym that means basic instruction before leaving Earth. You might want to check that out. You might want to give a peep about what God is doing. You might want to check that out. From there, I have finishes 18:4. Finishes.
And that ye receive none of her plagues.
From there, give me Amos chapter 9 and verse 10. Read.
Amos chapter 9 and verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
If we don't stop doing the sins or trying to be Americans, what's going to happen to us?
We shall die by the sword.
We're going to die by the sword. Read.
Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
No, America is going to protect us. The government's going to come up with a plan to protect us. We're going to be okay. We're going to be all right. Those people are going to be destroyed. I'm not making the Lord my shield. I'm not making the Lord my salvation. I got a plan. I got a plan based on the Lord knows where the hell you got it from. And this is going to save me, not the Lord. And it's going to have me still fit into America. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 6. We're starting verse 13. And we're going to end it in this one right here. Jeremiah chapter 6, we're starting verse 13. You know, when you read the Bible, and you read about the destruction that the Lord is bringing to it, is going to bring to this place. When you read the book of Daniel, good Lord, when the Most High showed him the destruction of the four kingdoms, the destruction of that last kingdom, it says that Daniel he died. He literally died. It said the spirit left him. He fell flat on his face, dead. And the angel had to put the spirit back in his body and revive him. Because he was so shocked to understand the destruction and what's going to happen that we're in the midst of right now. He dropped dead. It said, and then it said he was sick certain days. He couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep, and it was so magnificent. He couldn't even tell nobody. He was like, "Who the hell don't believe this? This I gotta
take this with me to the grave."
The Most High showed him. Obviously he did because he had to write the book of Daniel. But the Most High showed him explicitly clear, detail, how it's going to be these last days. You read too many prophets. John, the spirit left him. He had to be revived because it was so, this destruction and slaughter that the Most High is bringing to this place. They were sick. They literally could not eat. They could not sleep. You talking some insomnia. I'm seeing what's going down. I'm seeing what's going on, and I'm trying to tell people, and they don't get it. They don't see it. It's gonna be bells and buzzers and whistles and a clown show. And we're getting closer and closer to the end. And you fight to stay asleep. I would tell y'all honestly, maybe I shouldn't, but these classes are hard to teach. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. These classes are hard to teach. When you understand from Revelation, where it talks about the beast let out of his mouth a flood after the woman. We know the beast or the dragon is talking about all the lies that our people have been drowning in. And you try to wake them up and shake them from all these lies to get that madness out their head. And it's nothing but a fight. It's nothing but a fight. You want to stay asleep. You want to stay drowning in this madness. And to try to show you reality, no. That's not reality. This is reality. This is what I feel. Because this is what I see.
What I want to do.
All I can do is salute Satan. You did such a good job of messing up when the scripture says that our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We truly are. He did a supremely good job at knowing that this time was coming and making sure that we was just completely dead sleep. That we don't get motivated by this. If it's not bells and whistles and fairy tales and damn near cartoons, I just don't, I'm not trying to deal with it. I want to stay asleep. I don't want to wake up. I'm still trying to fit my reality into these lies. If they lied to you about the color of Christ, what else have they lied to you about? How many of y'all trying to show your people the color of Christ and they just ain't hearing it? So how brainwashed are they? All they want to do, if I can just go to work, get some bud, whether it's a Bud Light or weed, and go to sleep. That's all I want to do. You talking about a kingdom, going back to our land, going back to paradise, going back to where we have slaves, we have servants? Baghdad. I just want to be able to pay my bills, live comfortable. That's all I want. I would like to be able to go to H-E-B or Walmart or Macy's or Saks, buy something, throw in the bag. That's living. This madness you talking about with the Most High Christ? Ain't no one did that. Ain't no one seen that. So why? No. To make the class? I've heard that already. Wait. Do you realize, or have you realized, as been presented to you, how many books is the Torah, the actual Torah? Who said that?
You authorized it, I just repeated it.
Correct. There's only 5 books of the Torah. That's Genesis through Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. That is the Torah. The word Torah comes from the Hebrew word Torah, which means commands or law. Do you realize that that was all the scriptures we ever had for centuries? Do you realize that, did you know that every Sabbath we were required to read the Torah? Not the whole thing, we broke it up in parts. Now, how many times do you think you heard the first 5 books in a 60-year lifetime? And you heard it every week. Can we get that? How many weeks are in 60 years?
But how many weeks are in a year first?
Yeah. It was 62 or 60 times 52, right? And what's the number?
60 times 3,120.
So how many times did you hear the scriptures over and over and over? It's this the same 5 books. How many times do you think you heard it?
At least
3,120 times.
At least.
How do you think the Most High was trying to get something across to you? If he had to repeat it that many times, do you think there's maybe something you missed? Lord forbid you lived 120 years. So if we done with it, that'd be what? Because remember, we didn't live long back then, right?
I had already said about it. 6,240.
So do you think that there was something in the message, in the first 5 books, that he made you hear it over and over and over and over and over again? Yeah. It's something you're missing. It's something that we just weren't getting. Jeremiah chapter 6. And like I said, I will end it with this.
Jeremiah.
We're going to do some reading. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 13.
Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 13. For from the least of them, even unto the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness.
How does the Most High see us?
We are given to covetousness.
That we're giving to covetousness. Can we look at the word covetous?
Covetous. Feeling or showing a very strong desire for something that you do not have, and especially for something that belongs to someone else.
One more time.
a very strong desire for something that you do not have,
I don't have it now, that's why I want it.
and especially for something that belongs to someone else.
I want what they got. I'm not content or happy with what I got. I've got to have what they got. You know that whole keeping up with the Joneses syndrome. The grass is always green on the other side. And that don't mean just materialistically either. That could be physically, mentally, or spiritually. How come I don't have what they have? How come I don't do or we don't get what they got? How come I'm not as happy as they are? From the least of them to the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness. There's got to be more. I'm just not happy. Read on.
And from the prophet, even unto the priest, everyone dealeth falsely.
Read.
They have healed also, and they have healed also the hurt of the daughters of my people. Slightly.
It says right. It says they have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly. They ease your pain a little bit. How?
Saying, peace, peace.
Look, America the beautiful. If you get this job, you take this drug, you dress this way, you get this coat, this purse, you get these shoes, that you're gonna be happy. But it's healed the hurt of our daughter. How? The daughter of our people. How?
Slightly.
It's temporary. I was told if I dress like Beyonce, I'm gonna be happy. If I get a man who looks this way, I'm gonna be happy. If I get this education, I'm gonna be happy. If I take this drug, I'm gonna be happy. It's healed our people. How?
Slightly.
Slightly. If I go ahead and get this degree, if I go ahead and be part of this religion, if I go ahead and be like this, I'm going to be happy. But it's healed our people how much?
Slightly.
Slightly. Read.
Saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace.
Read.
Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination?
Then once I said, look, you looking for peace, but were you ashamed when you committed abomination? You looking for peace, quiet, comfort. You want things to be chill. But were you ashamed? And let's look at the word real quick, ashamed. Were you ashamed about your abominations? Or were you too busy being the victim? It's not your fault, right? It was your parents' fault. It was your cousin's fault. It was your uncle's fault. It was America's fault. It was the white man's fault. It was never your fault. It was never you made the choice to do what you did. It was always someone else, right? It wasn't me. Is it how the song go? Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Did you see me do it? Are you sure it was me? You know, there's a lot of people out here that look like me. Are you positive? How do you know? Oh, we'll take we see too many jailhouse movies. Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. As long as you keep your mouth shut, y'all, we're gonna be straight. Don't give nothing. Were you ashamed at the abominations you committed? What do you have for ashamed?
Ashamed, a feeling, shame, guilt, or disgrace.
Did you feel guilt about the things you chose? Or is it trying to make somebody feel guilty about what you chose? Do you feel guilty about your decisions? Are you ashamed about what you did? Or are you still trying to be the victim? You still trying to know it wasn't me. You're the ultimate jobs lawyer. Just deny it to the end. Don't confess to none. But you're looking for peace. When did you acknowledge and feel guilty about the things you've done? And you still want to know why you can't find peace? Or why your peace is temporary? Why your peace don't seem to last? But you can't be shown about your abominations. You can't be shown about the things you do. And you can't find peace. Read.
It says, nay, they were not at all ashamed.
What has the Most High already recognized about us?
They were not at all ashamed.
You ain't ashamed at all. You ain't got no guilt, no nothing at all. The Most High already sees this. Read.
Neither could they blush.
You ain't even trying to, you not even a little bit. Read.
Therefore, they shall fall among them that fall.
All the story?
They shall fall among them that fall.
Immature?
They shall fall among them that fall.
Castillo?
They shall fall among them that fall.
You're going to fall among those that fall. Your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, your expectations are going to be dashed to pieces with them that fall. You have no guilt about anything you've done. Read.
At the time that I have visited them, they shall be cast down, say the Lord.
When the Most High comes to check you out, what's going to happen?
They shall be cast down.
Manic depressive.
They shall be cast down.
Manic disorder.
They shall be cast down.
I can't get out of this rut.
They shall be cast down, say the Lord. Thus say the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see.
Do what?
Stand, he says, stand ye in the way and see.
Read.
And ask for the old path.
Wait, do what?
Ask for the old path.
What are we Israelites should be asking for?
For the old path.
Ask for how the Most High has been doing things. Ask for the old path. Ask for how was it when we were in our kingdom? How was it when we were in Israel? Ask for the old path, not your new configured American way of doing things. Ask for the old path. Read.
Where is the good way? And walk it therein, and ye shall find rest in your souls.
Hold up. So why is it our people not finding rest? We ain't trying to find the old path. We ain't trying to do things with the Most High wanted things done. Everything we find wrong in the Bible, we make sure we voice it, have an attitude, pissed off at it. But yet that was a good way, the Most High said. But that ain't good for me. As long as I'm an American, that way ain't good for me. As long as I'm American, submit, hell no. That ain't good for me. I'm not trying to throw a dart at sisters, but I got a lot of sisters here right now. Man have one with a woman? You out your rabbit mind. Hell to the no. Don't get nasty. How you gonna embarrass me that way? I'm not gonna do it that way. Even though that's how our nation got here. In a polygamous arrangement. That's not me. Eat some locusts. I'll eat pork before I eat some locusts. I'm using that as I know it's disgusting, but that's the old way. We don't want to go back to do things the way the Most High. Read on.
It says, but they said, we will not walk therein.
I'm not going to walk in the way the Most High wants things done. Because I'm an American. I got rights. Read.
Also, I set watchmen over you.
And what the Most High do?
I set watchmen over you.
I'm watching. I got people watching over your spirit. I got people trying to show you the way to go for the Most High's way. The Most High said, I set watchmen up for you. Read.
Saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
What's the trumpet used for?
Get
Like a siren.
Together.
It's an alarm. You Benjamin. I understand. Ring the alarm.
Yeah.
What does that song mean? Whoa, yay.
Alert.
Ring the alarm.
What's the purpose of the alarm?
To alert.
To alert. Hey, the way you're going is about to get you messed up. If you hear that siren behind you, when you hear a siren behind you, what are you supposed to do?
Get out the way.
Pull over. It might be a mile back, and it's speeding up. You're supposed to do what? Speed up?
Get out of the way.
No, race it.
Pull over.
No. He go fast, I go fast.
Gotta pull over.
Do what?
Pull over.
Slow your roll. Pull over. You hear that sound? You're going to pull over. But we don't get this. I got rights. It's my car. I can do what I want to. Read.
But they said, we will not hearken.
I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to. Read.
Therefore, hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them.
It says, look what type of niggas these is. Read.
It says, hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people.
What has the Most High been doing to us?
I will bring evil upon this
I'm
people.
bringing evil on this people. Y'all want to listen? I got watchmen set up, trying to give you the alarms, trying to get you going in a good way. I've got this set up for you, but you refused. So the Most High is going to do what?
Behold, I will bring evil upon this people.
I'm bringing evil on you. Read.
Even the fruit of their thoughts.
Hold up. What's he going to release on us?
Evil upon this people. Even the fruits of their thoughts.
I'm going to let your thoughts, I'm going to let the fruit of your thoughts on you. You think it's a bad worship for me? You think it's not a benefit for you to do it my way? Cool. I'm going to let the fruit of your thoughts, you're damn right. You damn right. I'm going to make sure I dash every one of your hopes and dreams. I'm going to bring it down. Read.
Because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my laws, but rejected it.
Hosea 4:6 says what? Hold this. No, man. Keep reading.
To what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba?
He said, look, now you're going to try and bring your sacrifice and what you think is proper. He says, for what? You think because it's valuable to you, and that now your sacrifice was valuable to you, that that's what the Most High wants. What purpose? What good is that? You only bring what you want. He ain't bringing the Most High what he wants. And because you bring what you want, now you all times upset because your sacrifice ain't accepted. I'm mad, angry, pissed off, distressed, distraught, all times messed up because I can name how I'm sacrificing, but God's not accepting it. But then we smarter than that. We don't say God, we say other people. Read.
And the sweet cane from a far country. Your burnt offerings are not acceptable.
What you find valuable and what you're offering is not acceptable. Read.
Nor your sacrifices sweet unto me.
And your sacrifice is not sweet to the Most High. Read.
Therefore, thus say the Lord, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people.
What is a stumbling block? It's shit you keep tripping over. You can't get over this. You can't get over that. And guess what the chief cornerstone is? The chief stumbling block is Christ. In order to be accepted by Christ, I gotta get over this, but I can't get over this. In order to be accepted by Christ, I gotta do it this way, but I can't get over this. I keep stumbling at Christ. This is what Christ wants. But who keeps putting the stumbling block in front of you? The Most High does. Read.
And the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish.
So, well, they doing it. Everybody else is doing it. My family's doing it. Read.
Thus say the Lord, behold, a people coming from the north country.
Hold up. People's coming from where?
From the north country.
People's coming from the north country. Where do we have to be at right now? North America. Read.
And a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the earth.
And this great nation is talking about Esau. It will be raised from the side of the earth. Read.
They shall lay hold on bows and spears.
What verse you in?
23.
Go ahead.
They are cruel.
And what's this nation gonna be?
They are cruel,
What is America gonna be?
cruel,
Go ahead.
and have no mercy,
And have what?
no mercy.
Who brought his people to us? And why? Read.
Their voice roareth like the seas, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men for war against thee, O daughter of Zion.
He brought this army against us, the coward, the America. He bought the Spaniards. He bought them against us. Read.
We have heard the fame thereof. Our hands wax feeble. Anguish hath taken hold of us, and pain, as of a woman in travail.
Anguish had taken hold of us. Mental pain, mental struggle, mental depression has done what?
Taking a hold of us, and pain, as of a woman in travail.
Read.
Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy is of the sword of the. Go not forth into the field, nor walk in the way, for the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side.
Is that not here in America right now?
No.
A cop can stop you for a tail light and you can be dead. You walking on a straight bullet can come through the house. All this happening right now. Why? Because the Most High is trying to wake you the hell up. The Most High is trying to wake you up out of the dream that you're in. Read.
O daughter of my people.
Go ahead.
It says, gird thee with sackcloth.
No, make sure you dress up real fine. Make sure you put on your best so that everybody knows not to touch you.
It says, gird thee with sackcloth.
I'm a woman, and they'll never do that to a woman. I'm a princess.
Gird thee with sackcloth.
When the scripture says gird thee with sackcloth, what does that mean? You better humble yourself and understand what the Most High is doing. Read.
And wallow thyself in ash, and make thee mourning, as for an only son, most bitter lamentation.
He says, make you mourning as if you lost your only son. You should be feeling that type of guilt, that type of ashamedness as if you lost your only son. Read.
Most bitter lamentation, for the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. I have set thee for a tower.
And the spoiler shall suddenly come up. Read it again.
It says, for the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us.
The spoiler. Again, you just get pulled over for a traffic light. You're dead. You're out here just selling CDs in the hood. It's not like, but that spot in Baton Rouge, that is straight hood. It is straight hood. Come on, for those who've been in the hood, who don't sell CDs? You know somebody who sold CDs, sold DVDs. That's what we did. That's your hustle. You right at the gas station. You cool dude. You got a little table set up. It's my hustle. You're in a state to carry a gun is not illegal. The cops roll up on you, tase you, tie you to the ground, and pump 5 bullets in you out of nowhere? Why? We still trying to be in the American dream. Even for the brother and his sister, Philando Castile. He got killed July 5th or 6th. Did y'all see the video of them July 4th? She had on this tank top, American flag tank top. These tight-ass pom-pom shorts. Smoking a blunt. Talking about they on their way to a barbecue. They're on their way to a picnic. With the same daughter in the backseat. Still trying to be American. I'm still caught up, but I don't think it's gonna touch me. I don't see what's wrong with it. I don't see what's wrong with it. I'm not trying to see how the Most High looks at it. To me, I don't see anything wrong with it. Didn't America legalize weed? So what's the problem? It's legal now. Yeah, for Americans, but is it for Israelites? No. But I'm trying to be an American. Read.
Verse 27. I have set thee for a tower and a fortress among my people.
The Most High said these watchmen to be a what?
A tower and a fortress among my people.
Read.
That thou mayest know and try their way.
Right.
They are all grievous revolters.
The Most High says Israelites are what?
Grievous revolters.
Can we look up the word revolter?
Revolt. To fight in a violent way.
Hold on. So what? The Most High looks at our people. What do our people do?
To fight in a violent way.
We fight in a violent way to hold on to how I want to do things and how I see things. I'm ready to fight for America. I'm ready to join the military. I'm ready to fight for my rights. I'm ready to fight for my liberty. I'm ready to fight for my opinion. Violently. Read.
To fight in a violent way against the rule of a leader or government.
Who's the leader that's talking about?
Most High.
I'm ready to fight violently against the Most High for it to go my way. I'm not a little kid waking up from the crib. Read.
Verse 28 again. They are all grievous revolters, walking with slander.
The word slander. Can we look at the word slander?
Slander. To make a false spoken statement.
What are our people good for doing?
To make a false spoken statement that cause people to have a bad opinion of someone.
And who's the someone that we cause people to have a bad opinion about?
Most High.
The Most High. Our people will cause other people to have a bad opinion about the Most High because we will damn near violently reject the ways of the Most High. I want to make sure I speak and let everybody know how disgruntled, upset, even pissed off I am that my way is not accepted because I feel like I'm an American and America gives me rights. America lets me be all I can be. And because you're trying to hold away, take away my right, I'm pissed. And I will tell everybody. And I will make the truth look bad. I will let this look bad. I need the Most High to look bad so that my way can now be accepted. So that the way I see things and the way I want to do things, I'm going to try and peer pressure God. I'm going to try and peer pressure God. I'm going to try to make God feel guilty about Y'all making me feel guilty. I'm not trying to make God feel bad that he. How many of my kids do the same shit? You spank them, and one of the, I know in my house it was I wish I was dead. I remember when I was in the car, my mom did, she slapped snot out of me. And I just wanted to make her feel bad. So I wish I was dead. So she grabbed the wheel, all crazy. She said, hey, jump your ass out the car then. And you know my mom, you can see, I mean, that is not, you can see that in all the animation and all the theatrics. I got some act right real quick right there. Because Bobby Louise meant that. And then she slapped me again. Because the only reason I said that is because I was trying to throw a guilt trip on her. That you hit me. You did this to me. You did this to me. And I gotta make you feel guilty, make you feel bad. I gotta become the victim. And you are the transgressor. And my mom beat that, and she went ahead and hit me again. Just 2 times, that time. Because kids don't stop. How many kids, they gotta go to bed at 9 o'clock, will scream for another hour? What's the purpose of that screaming?
Just to stay up.
It's to stay up and what? To let you know they're pissed off with you about your decision about having their ass get to bed at 9 o'clock.
Show you.
I'm in the bed, but I ain't asleep. It almost seems like they stand up and get next to the door to get some good screaming so you hear. Especially if it was upstairs and you downstairs, like they gonna make sure you hear. It's gonna be a lot of stomping. It's gonna be a lot of what have you. You're gonna know that they're upset.
I'm doing it, but I ain't doing it peacefully.
There is some protest going on. Let's keep reading.
They are brass and iron.
Where are we at?
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 28. They are all grievous revolters, working with slander. They are brass and iron.
Is brass and iron moldable? Why do they call them brass knuckles? You can hear wall, concrete, sheetrock, jaw. Them brass knuckles ain't doing it. You ain't not hurting the brass knuckles. There's no give in the brass knuckles. There's no give. So once I said, what's he saying about us right here?
They are brass and iron.
Brass and iron. There's no give. There's no bending. There's no yielding. There's no softness at all. I'm staying firm and stubborn in my way of seeing things. I'm not bending for you. I'm not giving in a little bit. Read.
They are all corrupters.
And anybody that will listen to my slander, I'm giving it to them. Read.
The bellows are burned. The lead is consumed of the fire. The founder melted. The founder melted in vain.
Right. That you trying to get them to bend a little bit is in vain. Go ahead.
For the wicked are not plucked away.
Say what?
For the wicked are
What's
not
the most I call this people?
wicked.
You call this people wicked, not righteous. You're wicked. Read.
Are not plucked away. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord hath rejected them.
The Lord has done what?
Rejected them.
Go ahead.
What was it for? Jeremiah 6.
Let's jump. I know I want to end it there, but let's go to Jeremiah 8, start at verse 11.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughters. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly, saying, peace, peace.
They've healed, again, he said it twice. They've healed the hurt of the daughter of my people, slightly, saying again, peace, peace. Do it this way, do it that way, do it like this, be like this. And you'll get some slight comfort, some temporary comfort. Read.
When there is no peace.
When there is no peace. Hold this and give me Isaiah 48:22 real quick. Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22, real quick, please.
Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. There is no peace, say the Lord, unto the wicked.
Say what?
There is no peace, say the Lord, unto the wicked.
There's no peace to the wicked. You might get that slight peace. Remember in Thessalonians it says, when they shall say peace and safety, then what? In Thessalonians. Yeah, I'm about to get it right now. It's let me see this question. I know we gotta get out of here. First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. Noel, Adrian, please. I'm trying to get through this.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety.
So our people talk about peace and safety. I got this temporary peace. I got this temporary safety. I've got my way. I've been unyielding, unbending, unfolding, unmoldable, and I've just been stubborn about getting things my way. Cool. And now I feel good. I feel straight. I finally feel accomplished. So you got your little bit of safety. You got your little bit of peace. But when they say peace and safety, read.
Then sudden destruction come upon them.
Then what happens?
Then sudden destruction come upon them.
Then sudden destruction. Now all of a sudden your hopes and dreams and expectations just get blown the hell up. Get blew upon. It's gone. Read.
As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And you're not going to escape. Give me Isaiah 43:11.
Isaiah chapter 43, verse 11.
How many of us were those kids or had kids that wouldn't eat vegetables? And those vegetables became, you didn't eat them that night for dinner, they became your breakfast. Then your lunch. Then your dinner the next night, all moldy, whatever, you still eat them. You still gonna eat this. You gonna eat this. This is how the Most High is being a father to us. You can act like you ain't gonna eat this, act like that you ain't gonna do and become who I want you to become. You can act like that all day long, but you gonna eat this. Because you're my kid. Because you're my child. Read this.
Isaiah chapter 43, verse 11. I, even I, am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior. I have declared and have said, I have shown when there was no strange God among you.
Isaiah 43:11.
Yeah.
Keep going.
When there's no strange God among you. Therefore, ye are my witnesses, say the Lord, that I am God. Yea, before the day was I am He, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? Thus saith the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. For your sake I have sent to Babylon, and have brought down all the noble and the nobles and the Chaldeans, whose cry in the ships. I am the Lord, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King.
Your what?
Your King.
Your what?
Your King.
He's telling you who he is. I'm your king. Y'all gonna bow down to me no matter what. It's gonna be done my way. You can reject it all you want to. You're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the way the Most High wants it done. Let's go back and finish up Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 11.
Yeah.
Let's read quick.
Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 11. For they have healed the hurt of the daughters of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination?
Why does he ask this question twice? In two different scriptures. He's mad, but he's serious about this. Read.
Nay, they were none at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fall. In the time of their visitation, they shall be cast down, say the Lord. I will surely consume them, say the Lord. There shall be no grapes on the vine.
Right, everything that you think is going to be there for your safety, everything you're trying to store for yourself, it's not going to be there. Read.
No figs on the fig tree.
Right.
And the leaf shall fade, and the things that I have given them shall pass away from them. Why do we sit still? Why do we sit still? Assemble yourselves and let us enter into the fenced cities. The fenced cities, and let us be let us be silent there. For the Lord our God hath put us to silence.
What's the most I for us to do? Be silent. Read.
And given us water of gall to drink.
And water of gall is bitter. So why are people going through this bitterness? We keep looking for this peace. We keep looking for justice, and it's not there because we refuse to do things where the Most High wants to do things. We keep trying to be Americans, and this cup is bitter. America hates you. This society cannot stand you. It wasn't built for that. You weren't built for that. And that's a bitter drink to swallow. Read.
Because we have sinned against the Lord. We look for peace, but no good came. And for the time of help, and behold trouble. The snorting of his horses was heard from Dan, and the whole land trembled at the sound of the neighing of his strong ones.
Right, his military, his cops, you hear them coming, and now who ain't afraid when cops come up? Read.
For they are come and have devoured the land, and all that is in it, the city and those that dwell therein. For behold, I will send serpents and crocodiles cartridges among you. Which will
Those are venomous serpents. They're very venomous. They bite you, they got you. Their venom is talking about their knowledge. And once you get this knowledge, and you get this, it's going to kill you. Read.
Among you, which will not be charmed.
There's nothing you can tell these cops. I'm going to send the most vicious, deadly people to you. And there's nothing you can tell that they're not going to be charmed. I got rights. I'm an American. I'm a veteran. My dad's on the force. I'm on the force. They're not going to be charmed. There's nothing you're going to be able to say that's going to come out your mouth that's going to get them to stop. Stop, please. No, have y'all seen some of these videos? You got men that are getting out, they're going to get out the car. They're told to get out the car. And as soon as they get out the car, they're begging, please don't tase me, please don't tase me, please got it. I'm doing what you said do. I'm doing what you want. I'm complying. And still getting lit up. I got the windows rolled down. I got my hands on the dashboard. You ask me for my ID. I let you know, officer, I'm carrying a weapon. What do you want me to do? But at the same time, you told me to reach for my ID, and you blow me away. I'm agreeing with my adversary and still getting blown away. They are not going to be charmed. Read.
And they shall bite you, say the Lord. When I would comfort myself against sorrow, my heart is faint in me.
I'm trying to find some type of comfort. I'm trying to drink it away, movie it away, sex it away. I'm going to try and find some type of comfort. Read.
Behold, the voice of the cry of the daughter of my people, because of them that dwell in the far country. Is not the Lord in Zion?
Well, we trying to be here in America praying for the Most High. Where's the Most High?
In Zion.
He's in the land He prepared for us in the first place. And we wonder why there's no justice here. Don't God see what's happening? Well, yeah. But He had a place prepared for us from the beginning. He's there. You fighting to be here, where you can do it your way. Obey your thirst.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Come as you are.
Come as you are. Read.
Is not her king in her? Why have they provoked me to anger with their graven images?
A graven image is something you made up in your mind. A graven means you made it. This image is something you made. It's something you put together. Ain't got a thing to do with the Most High. You grave it. Like you know, you take if I was gonna grave, like put my face in this, I take a knife and I would carve my face in this right here. What I did, I grove that, I made that. So a lot of stuff that be in your head, you made it. You came up with. That ain't nothing to do with the Most High. And what's the question he's asking? What verse we in?
It's verse 19. It said, why have they provoked me to anger with their graven images?
With your graven image. Why are you keep wanting the Most High except what you came up with? Read.
And with strange vanities.
And with strange. It's strange. It's worthless. And to the Most High, the shit is strange. To the Most High, it don't make no damn sense. The only one that makes sense to is you. Because you formed that stuff in your mind. And the Most High asks the question, why do you keep trying to make me look at the shit you like? To put it in layman's terms. Read on.
Verse 20. The harvest is past. The summer is ended. And we are not saved.
Hold on. How come the Most High came yet? Don't you see what I'm going through? Don't you see what I'm suffering? How come He ain't came yet? But you ain't blushed. You ain't felt ashamed of anything you've done. And you keep trying to make the Most High look at what you value. We keep trying to make the Most High like what we like. Read.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. I am black. Astonishment has taken hold on me.
Yeah. You're shocked. Like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all really don't get it. Read.
Is there no blame?
Bomb.
Sorry, bomb. Is there no blum in Gilead?
Bomb. Gilead is where Gad used to stay at. And bomb, that's like if you have if you get a cut, even today, you get a cut, you put today they call it triple antibiotic cream. Right? Back then, you had a cut or something severe, you put balm on it. So most of is there no balm in Gilead? You still ain't healed. For all that you keep going through, all that keeps happening to you, you still aren't healed? Your life still sucks? Ain't it going away? Read.
Is there no physician there?
So you can't find nobody to help you out? You keep searching. You've been from religion to religion, job to job, relationship to relationship, and you still can't find happiness? It's just temporary? There's a reason. There is a reason. Read.
Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered?
And that's a good question. So why is the health of our people not recovered? Because we're not getting the Most High what He wants. And we still keep trying to push and force what we feel, what we think, what we like, what appeals to us. But the Most High already said what? The stuff y'all like, if y'all can look at yourselves from the way I'm looking at y'all are in the toilet. Y'all are in a backed up toilet. And you trying to make me look at this peanut like it's something. Y'all are in a backed up toilet and you found a peanut and you trying to show it to me like, and he's trying to get you out the toilet, washed off, and in some good clothes. Can you imagine somebody actually diving in the toilet? I done pulled you out the toilet, but you actually diving head first back into the toilet. Toilet paper, peanuts, green stuff, yellow stuff. Then you get that big hard. Somebody just did that hard one, and you playing with it. You coming out the toilet, right? Like you go swimming, and you come up, you blow the water out your mouth like that. And the Most High look at you a nasty. And I'm trying to get you out of this, and you fighting to stay in it.
You having fun in it too.
This is how the Most High is looking at us. And then again, we wonder why there's no peace. We wonder why it seems like there's no justice. There's no justice because we're not giving the Most High what He wants. So with that, we'll go ahead and end it. It's 10:13. I want to end it with that. I want to thank everybody for staying this late. I really want to try to get the class from 7 to 10. It's just getting here, trying to get these established, trying to get these worked out. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. For those who did tune in, please continue to watch and tune into ISBHPK San Antonio. We have the brother John that hooked the cameras up through Kazaki and stuff, and we want to really get these classes out to everybody without putting down other camps, without putting down other brothers that teach. It's about waking Israel up. So we're trying to do our part here in San Antonio, Houston, trying to get Dallas on board, Baton Rouge, and even Albuquerque. So with that, we're going to say shalom. That's what everybody says, shalom. Shalom.